Good morning, students. Let us continue the chapter Lines and Angles in that second session. Second section is about parallel lines and a transversal. Parallel lines, pair of lines, then transversal means that is a line which intersect two or more lines at distinct points. If a transversal intersects two lines, some pairs of angles are formed. That pair of angles are we are going to study. First pair, corresponding angles. What is meant by corresponding angles? Corresponding angles means angles formed in similar position. When a line or transversal intersects parallel line, here in this picture, you can see 8 angles. One point 4 angle, another point 4 angles. Out of 8 angles, 4 pairs forms corresponding. Corresponding angles means similar position. For example, in this figure, in this diagram, angle 1 and angle 5 forms a corresponding pair. Angle 1 and angle 5, these two angles lies in the left side, to the left side of transversal and parallel lines above. Then, like that, we can find 3 more pairs. Angle 2 and angle 6. The two angles forms in similar position. Angle 3 and angle 7. That is again in a similar position. Angle 4 and angle 8. This is another pair of corresponding angles. So, 4 pairs of corresponding angles are there if a transversal intersected two lines. Corresponding angles are equal to each other. Each measurement angles of that corresponding are equal. Next pair of angles, alternate angles. Here in this picture, EF and GH are two parallel lines. RS is the transversal. Again, 8 angles here formed. Out of that 8 angles, 4 pairs forms alternate angles. In this alternate angle, two classification, alternate interior angles and alternate exterior angles. 3 and 5 forms alternate interior. Alternate means angles formed in opposite position. Corresponding means similar position. Alternate means opposite position. If one is in the left side, the other is in the right side. Like that you have to identify. So, 3 and 5 form one pair of alternate interior angles. 4 and 6 is marked here as yellow. That is again another pair of alternate interior angles. Interior means these angles lies in between these two parallel lines. Then 1 and 7 and 2 and 8, these two pairs forms alternate exterior angles outside that parallel line but in the opposite position. So 4 pair of alternate angles. Out of that 4 pair, 2 pairs alternate interior angles, 2 pair alternate exterior angles. Next pair of angles, co-interior angles. When a transversal intersects parallel lines, 2 pairs of co-interior angles are formed. What is meant by co-interior angles? Co-interior angle means it forms inside the parallel lines, interior angles, and on the same side of the transversal. That are interior angles on the same side of the transversal. that is actually consecutive interior angles or co-interior angles. Here in this picture, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, 8 angles there. Out of that 8 angles, 2 pairs are co-interior, C and E. The C and E, which are interior angles, or inside the parallel line as well as on the same side of the transversal. Similarly, D and F, another pair of co-interior angles which is on the same side of the transversal and also interior. So, 2 pairs of co-interior angles are there if a transversal intersects 2 parallel lines. Now, we can have a look of some properties of these 3 pairs of angles. In that, first pair, corresponding angles. If a transversal intersects 2 parallel lines, then each pair of corresponding angles is equal. You know which are that corresponding angles? 4 pairs are there. That angles measurements always equal. That is given in that axiom form, that is axiom number 6.3. Again, axiom number 6.4 is converse of axiom 6.3. That is, if a transversal intersects 2 lines such that a pair of corresponding angles is equal, then the 2 lines are parallel to each other. First case, it is given here in this axiom number 6.3, corresponding angles are always equal. Second axiom, that is axiom number 6.4. If the corresponding angles, one pair of corresponding angles is equal, then we can tell that 2 lines are parallel. These are the 2 axioms based on the corresponding angles. Next property of the second pair of angles, that is alternate interior angles. That is given here as 2 theorems. Theorem number 6.1 over in that first exercise. Now theorem number 6.2 and theorem number 6.3 are the 2 about the alternate interior angles. If a transversal intersects 2 parallel lines, then each pair of alternate interior angles is equal. That means always alternate interior angles equal. Theorem 6.3 is a converse of 6.2. Converse means just given and to prove part are there, not for a theorem, that interchange. So 6.3 is a converse of theorem 6.2. That is like this. If a transversal intersects 2 lines such that a pair of alternate interior angles is equal, then the 2 lines are parallel. This condition we can take as a condition to check whether the given pair of lines parallel or not. If a transversal intersects 2 lines, then if one pair of alternate interior angles equal, then we can tell that 2 lines are parallel. Next, 2 theorems, 6.4 and 6.5, it's based on the third pair of angles, that is co-interior angles or interior angles on the same side of the transversal. Theorem is like this. If a transversal intersects 2 parallel lines, then each pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal is supplementary. That is, one pair of co-interior angles always supplementary. Supplementary means sum of the 2 angles 180 degree. Theorem number 6.5 is the converse of theorem number 6.4. That is like this. If a transversal intersects 2 lines such that a pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal is supplementary, then the lines are parallel. This also we can take as a condition to prove the given two lines parallel. One more theorem is there based on the same topic. Theorem number 6.6. Only statement need to study for all these theorems now we have discussed. Lines which are parallel to the same line are parallel to each other. Here, L and N are the lines which are parallel to M, means that is L is parallel to M and N is also parallel to M. Then we can tell L is parallel to N. That is this theorem.